All right, back in house with Coach Nelson here at Sandrock and more new gear. I'm digging it, but Coach, I got to talk about the mustache first.
Yeah,
Where did the
I don't know. I just felt like it was time. Maybe it's some good luck charm or something to get going right here. Down the stretch.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll get us going in the right direction.
Magnum PI or
Yeah,
would you say Magnum PI or more White Earth?
I don't know. It's a little bit, maybe a little mixture of everything.
I'm digging the mustache, dude. And this hat design, where did it come in at?
I think this is. They say this is a style, the backwards,
It
upside
actually is,
down.
yeah.
So I don't, I'm trying to be stylish, I guess. Trying to get this new school and all that.
You got to change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I like it. I have noticed that on a lot of teams has been doing that with some of their gear. I actually like the idea because it's never been done before.
I saw an Alabama hat like this, so I don't, maybe that's everybody's trying to do it. So I gotta, like I said, be stylish and a lot of people around here don't, I ain't seen nobody else wear one. So
Yeah.
maybe it's starting a trend or something.
No, I mean I dig it. I like it, Coach. I actually just left a Collinsville interview with Teddy Helms, and that's who you guys played last week. And Teddy talked about the environment, like huge game. I mean, you guys come up on the short end of the stick, but still, he's talking about the environment and how many people y'all had in the stands, how many people they had in the stands, and the rivalry. But just take us back to last week, Coach, and how the game went.
Yeah, it's a good environment. A lot of people came out and sport, and played a really good first quarter. We played hard and done some good things offensively, and we just couldn't stop them defensively. So that was what the ended up being. So we just got to execute better going forward, and we got to continue to work hard and do all that kind of stuff, and good things will continue to happen. But good environment. They played hard, we played hard, and that's what you look. You want. I think they had a couple of guys kind of get hurt, which you never want that. Because I thought they'd have a good stretch the next couple of games. So hopefully they don't have the guys that are going to be out for long term. It goes back to we just got to continue to execute better, and we control what we can control, and we just didn't do that the other night. All four quarters, they made several big plays, several just fade balls, and we just they got behind us, and we just didn't execute and put ourselves into some bad situations, and kind of got where we was having to rush, and we turned over a time or two just trying to rush and do some stuff we can't do. So hats off to them. They play a really good game, and they're a really good football team.
That you knew going in, Mason McAteer was going to be a handful to stop, but the good news is, that's not a region game. Bad news is it's a loss, obviously, but seeing a quarterback like that for this back half of what you're about to face, especially this week.
Yeah.
I mean, you're seeing another team with a dynamic quarterback, but how does that help you moving forward?
Yeah, you want to, that's what we tell the guys. I said we want to play teams like this to get us ready for down the stretch right here. So he done a really good job. Made several really good throws that maybe nobody else can make. I remember a corner ball down here he threw. He dropped it right there. We were right there in his hip, and he just put it right there. And if you're playing a guy who's making them throws, there's nothing you can do. But we just gotta, especially him. He made throws, and the receivers, they made some great catches, and linemen, I thought they blocked really well up front. So they were really hard to defend offensively. They just beat us. There ain't no other way, and they beat us, and they executed better than we did, and made some plays, and we just got to continue to get better going forward next couple of weeks. And I think playing teams like that will get you better going down the stretch where we have to win. Next couple of weeks to get in the playoffs. We can maybe that'll get us going in the right direction right there. Right before we get in the playoff run.
This week right here you got Pisgah, who's been a perennial power in 2A and still continue to be a perennial power, who actually beat Pleasant Valley Air this year. When you turn their film on, what do you see?
Big physical. They're athletic. They got several guys who run around and they make plays happen. And You know, they're tough to defend. You know, they're tough. You know, they do multiple things offensively, a lot of formations to get the guys the ball, you know, which a smart play caller is going to do. You know, Coach Gilbert does a great job in getting the guys the ball and out in space. And we just got to be able to get them on the ground, get hats to the football. And, you know, if we can do that, I think good things can happen for us.
Yeah. That's the key to them is, man, tackling in space has got to be front and center this week, because what they try to do is get you on islands and their guy beat your guy out in space. But talk about the importance of that out in open field. I mean, you got to get them on the ground this week.
I think the big thing is getting hats to the ball, because, you know, they're tough to bring down one guy.
Yeah.
You know, in open field. So we got to get hats to the football and try to 2 or 3, get a hold and get them on the ground. Find a way. That's what our message, find a way. It don't matter what you got to do. We got to get them on the ground. So get hats to the football, and, you know, they do a really good job offensively of getting a guy in the space to get him the ball, whether, you know, some screens or quick stuff in the passing game, or so, you know, even in the run game, some sweeps and all that kinds of stuff to get their guy out in space, you know. And so we got to do a good job of getting hats to the football and, you know, just make it tough on them. You know, make it tough. We can make it tough and, you know, get a couple turnovers early, get where we need to be. Good things will happen.
You played Collinsville, you played Pleasant Valley, you played Spring Garden. I mean, you played some good teams. Mm-hmm. How important is it for the guys to take the back half of the season? Really means, I mean, it means something, but it's over with. Get it in the rear view. Hey, we've already played teams on this caliber. We've got to focus now. First of all, how tough is that to get guys to realize that? Second of all,
I mean, they came in every day ready to work, and we're still working hard. You know, even the other night we played hard all 4 quarters. Even some of them younger guys, when we got them later in the game, they were playing hard. So the effort's there. Now we just got to start executing better throughout the game. Where we're doing 3 or 4 plays really good, then we have one play where we just look lost, or we're not doing in the right spot, or whatever the case is, and they have a big play. And that's just what is kind of frustrating from it, that playing hard and doing everything the right way is just that one play. If you just take away 6 or 7 plays a game, I mean, it's a different game, but that's not, you know, that's part of it. So we just got to do a better job of bringing every play, and we got to play with that same intensity and the execution every single play to have a chance to win big games like we've been in the last couple of weeks. Because you're not going to beat a good team if it's not every play. And that's, you know, even like last 2 weeks, you know, Pleasant Valley and Collinsville, I mean, you're not going to beat them if you don't do the small things right the entirety of the game. So, you know, it's a bit the same way this week with Pisgah. Really good football team, coached well, and you know, they're going to be in the right spot. So we got to be in the right spot, and we got to execute.
Coach, if we can win, can we get a Raleigh's Fingers type mustache?
Yeah, we'll do whatever. You know, if we can get a win, we'll do whatever.
Dude, if we can get you in a Raleigh Fingers mustache, do you even know what Raleigh Fingers is? You remember? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. So if we can get a win, you're going to start working on a Raleigh Fingers mustache.
We'll work on whatever we can work on.
That'll be mine and your deal now. Mm-hmm. All right, Coach, I appreciate you sitting in with us. Thank you so much, and good luck.
Thank you.